Today, we're counting down the top 10 Nissan cars of all time, from timeless classics to modern beasts. Maybe you've seen them on the track, in a movie, or dreamed of owning one someday. So fasten your seatbelts and let's get started. Starting off at number 10, we've got the car that changed everything, the Datsun 240Z. Back in the late 60s, no one expected Japan to build a sports car that could rival Europe's best. Then, Nissan dropped the 240Z, and it blew everyone away. It had style like a Jaguar E-Type, reliability like a Toyota, and a price that made it attainable. Under the hood sat a 2.4-litre inline-6 engine pushing 151 horsepower, but what really mattered was how it felt. Light, agile, and perfectly balanced. The 240Z wasn't just a car, it was a statement. It said Japan could build cars that were fast, affordable, and beautiful. It turned Nissan into a global name and created an entire fan base that still exists today. Without the 240Z, there'd be no Skyline GT-Rs or Z-Series legends. This was the spark that lit the fire, and what a fire it started. Coming in at number 9, we've got a true JDM icon, the Nissan Silvia. From the clean lines of the S13 to the aggressive curves of the S15, the Silvia wasn't just a car, it was a movement. In the late 80s and 90s, this was the car that every young driver in Japan wanted. Lightweight, rear-wheel drive, and easy to modify, it became the ultimate drift weapon. You could daily it, race it, and still look cool doing it. Under the hood, the SR20 DET turbo engine delivered smooth power and endless tuning potential. And when you threw it sideways, the balance was perfection. It taught an entire generation that driving isn't about going straight. It's about control, style, and soul. Even today, the S15 Silvia is a collector's dream, selling for insane prices. Why? Because it represents everything JDM stands for: fun, freedom, and fearless driving. At number 8, we've got one of the most advanced sports cars of the 1990s, the Nissan 300ZX. When this car dropped, it looked like it came straight from the future. Low, wide, with those pop-up headlights and smooth curves, the 300ZX was pure style. But under that design was some serious muscle. Powered by a 3.0-litre twin-turbo V6, it pumped out 300 horsepower, enough to challenge Corvettes and Supras of its time. And the tech? Unreal for its era. Four-wheel steering, electronic suspension, and a chassis tuned for high-speed stability. This wasn't just a Japanese sports car, it was a world-class machine. The 300ZX proved Nissan could mix brains with brawn, combining precision engineering with everyday usability. Even today, it still looks fresh, still sounds mean, and still turns heads. The Z32 wasn't just fast, it was beautiful, and it set the stage for everything Nissan would build after. At number 7, we've got the car that changed motorsport forever, the Nissan Skyline GT-R R32, aka Godzilla. When this monster hit the track in 1989, it didn't just compete, it dominated. Built with cutting-edge tech like the ATT-ES-AE-TS all-wheel drive system and Super Hikus four-wheel steering, it was so advanced that rival teams didn't stand a chance. The R32 crushed the competition in Japan's Group A racing, winning every championship from 1990 to 1993. And on the streets, it became a legend. Under the hood, the RB26 DETT twin-turbo inline-6 engine became an icon on its own, smooth, powerful, and insanely tunable. The nickname Godzilla came from Australia's racing media because this thing was unstoppable, a true monster born from precision and power. Even today, the R32 is sacred to car enthusiasts. It wasn't just fast, it was the start of the GT-R myth. At number 6, we've got the most underrated GT-R of them all, the R33 Skyline GT-R. After the legendary R32, people thought Nissan couldn't top it, but the R33 came in smoother, stronger, and more refined, a true evolution. It kept the same RB26 DETT twin-turbo inline-6, but engineers improved balance, traction, and aerodynamics. This was the first GT-R to lap the Nürburgring in under 8 minutes, an insane achievement for the mid-1990s. It wasn't as raw as the R32 or as flashy as the R34, but it was faster, safer, and smarter. The R33 proved that the GT-R wasn't just about brute force, it was about progress, and with its cleaner design and better handling, it became the bridge between two generations of legends. Today, true JDM fans know the R33 deserves way more respect. It's the quiet monster, underestimated but always ready to strike. At number 5, we've got the legend that needs no introduction, the Nissan Skyline GT-R R34. This car isn't just famous, it's mythical. From the streets of Japan to Hollywood screens, the R34 became the face of JDM culture. Every car fan knows that blue Bayside paint, the circular taillights, and the scream of the RB26 DTT engine. The R34 wasn't just fast, it was smart. With its Atessa AWD system, active LSD, and multifunction display, it gave the driver real-time performance data in 1999. That tech, combined with perfect balance and precision handling, made it a track beast and a driver's dream. Then came the fame. Fast and Furious, Paul Walker, countless YouTube builds, the R34 became a global obsession. Prices skyrocketed, and it turned from a car into a legend. The R34 isn't just the king of skylines, it's the heartbeat of JDM. At number 4, we've got the rebirth of a legend, the Nissan GT-R R35. When it launched in 2007, the world didn't know what hit it. This wasn't just another sports car, it was a supercar killer. For a fraction of the price, the GT-R outperformed Ferraris, Lamborghinis, even Porsches. Under the hood sat a hand-built VR38 DETT twin-turbo V6, pushing 480 horsepower at launch, and every model after just got meaner. 0 to 100 in under 3 seconds, all thanks to its insane ATTES AAWD and lightning-fast dual-clutch transmission. But what made the R35 special wasn't just numbers, it was attitude. It looked brutal, drove like a missile, and carried the soul of every Skyline before it. Even after more than a decade, the GT-R still destroys expectations. It's not just a car, it's proof that Godzilla never dies. At number 3, we've got a legend that never lost its soul. The Nissan Z-Series. From the early Fairlady Z to the modern 370Z and the brand new 400Z, this lineup has always stood for one thing: pure driving pleasure. The 370Z gave us that old school rear-wheel drive thrill with a modern twist, a 3.7-litre V6, manual transmission, and timeless design. Then came the 400Z, bringing twin-turbo power and a perfect balance between heritage and innovation. It's not the fastest car on the planet, and it doesn't try to be. It's about feel, that instant connection between the driver, the gear shift, and the road. Every Z generation reminds us why we fell in love with cars in the first place. Stylish, loud, and unapologetically analog, the Z is Nissan's love letter to driving. It's the car for those who don't just want speed, they want soul. At number 2, we've got the ultimate evolution of Godzilla, the Nissan GT-R NISMO. If the regular GT-R was a monster, this one's a straight-up apex predator. Nissan took everything they learned from years of racing and poured it into this machine. The VR38 DETT twin-turbo V6 now screams with over 600 horsepower, tuned by the same engineers behind Nissan's GT3 race cars. Every panel, spoiler, and vent has a purpose, all made from carbon fiber to shave weight and boost speed. But what really makes the NISMO special is its precision. It's brutally fast yet razor sharp, launching from 0 to 100 in just about 2.5 seconds. It grips corners like it's defying physics, and the sound? Pure adrenaline. This car isn't about comfort, it's about domination. The GT-R NISMO isn't here to impress, it's here to intimidate. It's the perfect mix of power, heritage, and pure madness. And here we are, number 1. The holy grail of Nissan, the GT-R R34 Z-Tune. Built by Nismo to celebrate everything the GT-R stood for, the Z-Tune was the ultimate evolution, and only 19 units were ever made. Each one started life as a hand-picked, low-mileage R34, stripped down and rebuilt into perfection. Under the hood, a 2.8-litre twin-turbo RB26 DETT pushing over 500 horsepower, tuned to rev like a race car and survive 8,000 RPM. It wasn't just tuned, it was reborn. Carbon fiber everywhere, race suspension, Brembo brakes, and that signature Z-Tune silver paint. It looked lethal standing still, and when it moved, nothing came close. This wasn't a car you bought, it was a car you earned. The Z-Tune represents the absolute peak of Nissan engineering, the purest expression of Godzilla. untamed, unbeatable, unforgettable. And that's it, the top 10 Nissan cars of all time. From the humble Datsun 240Z to the unstoppable R34 Z-Tune, we've just gone through decades of speed, innovation, and pure passion. Nissan isn't just a car brand, it's a story of evolution, of engineers chasing perfection, and of drivers who live for that turbo spool and gear shift thrill. Each model on this list carries a piece of that legacy. From drift tracks to rally stages to movie screens, Nissan has done it all. Now it's your turn. Which Nissan would you take home if you could pick just one? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious to see which one wins your vote. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell for more weekly car rankings. Next up, we're going even faster. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.